Happy Thursday, Decatur Township. It's time for another Coach's Corner. I am Jason Schanzel. With me, as always, is our great coach, Kyle Enright. Coach, how are you today?
Great. How are you?
Man, if I was any better, I'd be twins.
Yeah, man. We talk about it all every week, but fall. Feels like fall this morning. So
Finally.
I know.
Finally.
I know. We've been praying for that to come for a little while now, so glad it's here, but excited for another week after coming off a big victory. So
Yeah, I can't remember a summer this long. It just keeps going. I keep asking people, did the groundhog see his shadow or not? What's going on? So, but that's a little off a long time ago. So, man, when I said last week we're on a roll, buddy, I guess I meant it. Another just huge win this week. I personally can't recall a year where we've been this prolific in scoring.
yeah, kind of looking at some of the stats and just trying to check your facts and see if we've had any seasons like that. Go back to maybe 2015 with Bryce and Tyrone, senior year, where they, I think we averaged maybe 48 points a game that season.
That's quite a bit, yeah.
Right now we're averaging, I think, 52, somewhere along those lines. So right on pace with that crew, but in a little bit different way. I mean, that crew in 2015 was a lot of Tyrone and Bryce. They each had 1,000 yards rushing, and Bryce had 2,000 yards passing, and Tyrone had 1,000 yards receiving. So it was mainly a 1-2 punch. But this crew continues to be incredible in the sense that we carried the ball 27 times on Friday, and 11 different guys touched the ball. No one guy had more than 5 carries on the night. So that's a little bit unique and different. But I thought our kids executed really well, and our linemen up front just continue to be beasts and open those holes for all the guys that are running behind them. So.
Well, and I think it's pretty obvious our guys in the trenches are having a good time doing what they do. Those guys have been together for quite some time. I don't think there's been a whole lot of tweaks or changes with that group. And, I mean, they know their jobs at this point, so now they're just out there having fun. And
an offensive line can really feed off each other when you have the continuity.
Yeah.
And we've had the same left tackle, left guard, right tackle, those 4 guys, for the last 2 seasons. And Caden Capps, Alex Serber, Mason Miller, and Tyler Cooper. So, and they're not only good linemen, but they're consistently knock on wood, haven't been hurt. They're there, they're smart, they're physical, they're team players. So when you have those 4 guys that have been, making their 20th start of their career, and then we've kind of filled in with the center, James Gibson, last year, and then started off with Domanick Friend, who we'll see later today on the show, and then also Bobby Eastis. So, but really proud of our up front guys, because nothing works without the big guys up front.
Well, and one other thing to note with that group is, obviously I announce a lot of the sports here. I see those guys together at other sporting events, like last night at volleyball. 3 or 4 of them were together at the volleyball
genuinely
game.
Friends, good guys, love to support.
Yeah, they're clearly bonded.
The township and other sports. And, so really proud of those guys. And then offensively, Bo had a really good game on Friday. Yeah. So we were 10 for 13 passing. As we talked last week, one of the things that we needed to clean up was just our efficiency in the passing game and not turning the ball over. So 10 for 13 is a really good stat line.
Yeah, no
interceptions, 180 yards and 2 touchdowns for Bo, and then an additional touchdown by Eli Hill. So 3 touchdowns passing and 7 rushing. Just a great night all around for our offense. Scoring almost 70 points again. I don't think we've ever scored 70 points 3 times in a season. So we're close, 69, but
we're okay with that.
Yeah, no doubt. But really good performance all around from a lot of different guys. It's always tough, as we talked about, sometimes going over to Greenwood. It's a little bit dull, boring, to lull you to sleep, especially when they're not very good, inferior opponent. You can kind of play down to your competition. So we talked all week to our kids just about playing to our standard, not worrying about the scoreboard, not worrying about your opponent. Let's try to execute our plays to the best of our ability and not play down to the opponent. And kids did an outstanding job of that.
Yeah, like I said, unfortunately I wasn't able to make it to the game, but I definitely kept up on my phone and was just like, oh my. The first time I looked, it was 20-0 you know, and I was like, my gosh, you've only been playing for a couple minutes and you've already, you know, basically put up 3 scores.
Yeah, 34 points in 1 quarter in the first quarter is a great start.
Yeah.
Like, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
You have to have some good things go your way on offense, defense, and special teams.
I was like Coach Lyday says, you know, it's like playing on air. You know, at that point,
it really
you're like, my goodness, you can hardly do that playing on air.
Yeah. Braylon Morris jumped in front of a hitch pass that he had kind of – Coach Winters had this trap coverage or this coverage that Braylon had been working on all week. And if we saw this certain formation on 3rd down, Coach Winters thought that Braylon might jump in front of it, and he got better at it all week. And then sure enough, he baited him into throwing it and took it to the house. So pick 6 to open up the game.
That's the best thing ever when you practice something and then it pays off in a game, like it actually works.
100%. And I think our kids are really buying into that. They're just very coachable young men.
Yeah, sure.
And then when you see it happen on Friday night, you're like, man, that does work.
Yes.
Just proud of our defense and our kids for being very coachable, not playing down in the competition, and continuing to get a week better. Even though at times we feel like we're practicing against better players than we play on Friday night, which is a great thing. We've got some really good players in the program. So
well, good.
Yeah.
Well, it's we talked about offense quite a bit just now. What about defense? I mean, they pretty well held them in check.
Yeah, Gunnar Rupert's a really good running back. He came into the game as the 2nd leading rusher in the conference behind Starnes. With like 800 yards, and he's dynamic. We know how good he is. He's started there for a long time. And we held him in check for the most part. He did score their lone touchdown. They broke 1 long run and had 1 long pass. Other than that, we stifled them. I think we had 9 tackles for loss and 3 sacks. The Campbell brothers each got a sack, Michael and Miko.
Nice.
We had a fumble recovery by EJ. Him and Oz kind of sharing the ball, took it away from him. Just a great performance all around from a plethora of guys. And then that carried over on Saturday. We didn't have a freshman game. It was kind of a combined game. And our freshmen and JV both won again. So 4 weeks in a row, 4 weeks in a row, we've swept the competition. So on a roll, heading into only a week or 2 left till fall break and the sectionals, and so excited about how our kids are playing.
Nice part is our next 2 games are home games.
Yes.
I kind of enjoy that on our schedule, is that you're either your last 2 are on the road or your last 2 are at home, and I kind of appreciate that and look forward to it.
Yeah, especially leading up to fall break. That's good for us. Get a couple games at home here. We've got the Perry Meridian Falcons and then the Franklin Community Grizzly Cubs on senior night. So it should be a great couple of weeks to try to continue to improve leading up to the main thing, the main event in the tournament.
Yes, sir.
Coming up on Halloween.
One other thing before we cut away to Miss Avery, what about our special teams? How we do on special teams Friday?
Very good. Jackson was again perfect. I think he went 5 for 5 on extra points, the ones that he attempted. So another perfect game for him, which is incredible. Yep. We didn't punt the football, so Colton got to save his leg here for that, and Troy.
Which I've been paying attention to Colton. He's been booming some shots.
Yeah, maybe he's just well rested. We haven't punted very much, so his leg is rested when we get out there. No, but he's been incredible.
Yeah.
And then Kaz had a good kickoff return and punt return, and then trying to think, we didn't block any punts or kicks, but just solid all around in special teams. Samaj Monroe stands out. He got the one-play warrior as a young guy who ran down on kickoff. Yeah, he works so hard in practice, and as the solid gold running back with Tubbs, they both won solid gold player of the week this week. But
TJ's also been moving up.
Yeah, really good. And they came in the 3rd and 4th quarter of the game. Obviously, when it's a blowout. And they get to play on Friday nights, and TJ got a touchdown.
Oh, wow.
Samaj blocking for him.
Yeah.
So those 2 guys continue to be impressive and help us not only through the week on getting our varsity better, but then getting to show that on Friday nights themselves.
You got to think guys like Samaj and TJ and Malik Campbell and Maddox Ross, those guys are the future of our program.
Yeah.
And their names are starting to pop up. I think like Drew Dalton, Gage Sprague, guys like that. Those are the guys 100%. That you're going to see a year or 2 from now on Friday night. Those are going to be the guys.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat to see them start to, peek out behind the corner,
Yeah, Drew and Gage had great games on Saturday as well. 2 Saturdays ago, Drew had 7 catches for 170 yards and 3 touchdowns coming from Eli and from Zeke. So you're right about him. He's an impressive wide receiver for us as a sophomore, and Gage Sprague and Bees Cravens are 2 sophomore linebackers, and Miko. So
I saw Gage last night. I feel like he's grown a foot since I last saw him. So
yeah, he's getting bigger and more confident and getting better at linebacker. So we're excited about the future, but it's great to have those guys get experience on Friday nights and not just Saturdays. That's rare. It doesn't happen often, but they get that experience going in to next year, so that's good.
I agree completely. All right, well, we're going to hand it over to Avery. Coach, who has Avery got with her today?
We've got 4 juniors today, a couple specialists in Troy, Venjelgerhuis, Bryson Hunter. We've got Domanick Friend and Elisha Johnson. So let the juniors get on for a little bit today before senior week, and we'll get some more seniors on next week, but should be fun.
All right, well, take it away, Avery, and we'll be back shortly.
Thank you, Schanzel. Hi, everyone. I'm Avery Thompson, back with player segment this week. We have a few players here who's going to introduce themselves.
I'm Bryson Hunter, safety number 14.
Elisha Johnson, D-line, 69.
Troy Venjelgerhuis, long snapper, number 42.
Domanick Friend, O-line, 51.
For you guys to get to know them, we have a few entrance questions. Who wants to start this time?
I'll go.
Okay. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Definitely a morning person.
Definitely a night owl.
100% a night owl.
Yeah, night owl.
You're a morning person?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
you're low-key a weirdo.
What's an interesting fact about yourself?
I can play the guitar a little.
I'm really flexible.
I used to wrestle.
I could play the trombone.
Can you actually, or
I'm being for real.
Bro, he's lying.
I'm being for real.
What is your favorite song or artist you listen to before a game?
NBA Youngboy.
I listen to everything, so it changes.
Like Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Listen to that new album?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I listened to a lot of Daniel Caesar before a game.
Adele.
Okay. What is something that made you laugh out loud recently?
EJ's jokes earlier.
I got added in a group chat last night. It was hilarious.
Probably seen a picture of Alec this morning.
Yeah, probably the picture of Alec.
What is your favorite football memory from before you got to high school?
Winning Rocky Top in Tennessee back in like 6th grade.
We won Rocky Top 4th grade. In 3rd grade, we won a tournament, and the trophy was taller than Harmon Cooper, our coach.
I would say probably 6th grade, winning the national tournament, and then seeing Daniel Jolly just slam some random kid.
Probably say winning Rocky Top in like 4th grade.
Okay. Well, now we're going to move on to playing Hangman. You know how to play Hangman, right? I know you explain you.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a few phrases. Let's get this here in. Okay.
What?
All right, guys, we're going to start off smart.
What other phrases?
A.
Oh, you're starting on already?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
starting.
we're already on.
A.
Yeah, A. I.
D.
T.
T?
T. A-E-I-O. Oh, yeah, we already done this.
T.
Yeah, I said T. I already said T.
Oh.
I don't know. Give me a letter. Someone say B yet?
No.
No.
B.
Bro, come on, dog.
This is something that, like, you guys have heard on multiple occasions.
Bryson, you
You need a hint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of APC.
No land, no gain.
Their hint was to think of APC.
That's what it is.
That's
No land, no gain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good job. I don't know if this works. They got it. They still have 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, we're dogs, boys. Come on.
Rock that.
You have another one. Don't waste my time. What's the next one?
Why are they so long?
It's 5 letters.
Big
More than
words.
5 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Big
1, 2,
words.
3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I mean, the longest word is 5 letters.
Yeah, Dom. A. Oh yeah.
They got A.
E.
You say E?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just stupid. E. And then another A. Okay.
I. Yo, there's something on my stomach.
Oh, I.
What about a O?
I have no idea.
Just say a letter.
Did we already say I?
Yeah. Wait, did we say I?
Yeah, that was the only one we had.
Say you.
Say you.
You. Oh.
Did we say E?
Bro,
Right.
there's an E
I
right
didn't
there.
see it. It looks so weird.
Bro, come on.
Yeah, we're gonna lose.
Have we done T?
What about B?
B.
Oh, we haven't said T.
No? T.
Do you guys need to see it? Do you say
What is
T?
that?
The bottom
Whoa.
word's above.
We soar above.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I've never heard that. Of beating Perry Meridian. I'm Andy Warren's daddy.
Last question for you guys. What is one key in beating?
Perry. Yeah.
What is one key in beating Perry Meridian?
Having elite communication every play.
Everyone doing their job.
This might be a little biased, but special teams.
I think everybody being level-headed and just doing your job. Don't get overconfident.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for being here. Hope to see you guys next week. Back to you, Schanzel.
All right, thank you, Avery. Awesome job as always. We are back. I'm Jason Schanzel. With me is Coach Kyle Enright. Coach, coming up, we got the Perry Meridian Falcons. It's always a spirited matchup with Perry Meridian, I feel like. What do you foresee with the Falcons?
We got another home game, obviously, and it's the Battle of the Birds, Falcons and Hawks. Probably other than Mooresville, they might be the closest school that we play, as in
Proximity.
Distance, proximity, and rivalry, so to speak. They're a 6A school by enrollment, so they always have some really diverse group of kids and good athletes on the squad. And they've got a new head coach this year, Kevin Miller, who I know fairly well from his Southport days. Brett Cooper left for Bloomington North, so a completely different team than last year. But if people remember last year, we went over there and had a barn burner, and Vogel hit a school record field goal to ice the game and win it 38-35. So,
Yeah.
we know that they have some players and they can play a little bit. They kept it close last year. We barely beat them. So our kids are locked in and focused on getting a week better. But we're excited to be at home. We've got a blackout as the theme for the week, and should be fun.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like Perry always kind of feels kind of like Greenwood as well, where a lot of times we play them, on paper, we should be considerably better than them. Not always, but usually. And for some reason, the games come right down to the wire, or, I can remember, was it a couple years ago, Perry was up 14-7 the whole game.
Yes.
And then we scored a touchdown to tie it and a pick six to go up, and that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, that literally was the entire game. It was a stalemate pretty much the whole game until
You
then.
have a good memory, but yeah, that was a crazy game, and
Yeah.
it feels like we don't want to get bored with doing the right things and winning. And sometimes as 16, 17-year-old kids can happen, you get complacent a little bit, and that's really what we're fighting against this year. We can't get complacent and play down to our competition. Perry started off the season really well. They beat Southport 44-7 or 44-0 maybe.
Oh, wow.
They played a really tight game with Franklin Central, who we know is a really good HCC school. So they've lost a few games here lately, but they have the players to compete at a high level that we saw early in the season. So, just have to have a great week of practice and mindset and focus. This week we're talking about the impact that you make. What impact are you making on not only yourself but the people around you? Great players and great leaders make the guys around them on the field or in the classroom or in the weight room better. So just being impactful and trying to make a difference not only to yourself and making yourself good, but all your buddies good around you as well. And if we can do that and impact others, I think we can have a great week moving into, fall break and all those things. So.
Well, if I'm on this team this year, you kind of alluded to it a little bit ago, is my thought process is going to be different because I've got the likes of North Central, Lawrence North, and Lawrence Central waiting for me. So, yes, it is tough. You got to go out. You got to focus on Perry Meridian. You got to focus on the team in front of you. But you probably feel like you have a little bit of a higher, I don't know, for lack of a better term, a higher calling this year.
Yeah.
It's just different. It's not the same.
Absolutely. Our kids have been focused kind of on that sectional opponents for a while now, but we've done a good job of not putting the cart before the horse. We take it 1 week at a time, but it's in everybody's back of their mind on the things that we need to do to prepare. As we're preparing for Perry Meridian, we're really preparing for sectional play, and our kids know we can't get a week worse in October football and expect to beat a really good 6A opponent. So really proud of our kids for that. Taking it one game at a time, but also having the big picture in mind of where we want to be.
Yeah, and I've heard some feedback from those outside of Decatur saying, hey, look, you guys are really good. You can play with 6A. And I feel like our kids believe that as well, as they should.
A lot of it's belief. A lot of it is the ball. Anything can happen on any given night.
For sure.
You've seen that over and over. Heck, I know it's college football, but UCLA was 0-4 and beat Penn State, who was ranked in the top 10 last week.
Yep.
It happens all the time.
Ask Appalachian State if they remember beating Michigan.
App State over Michigan is one of the wildest upsets ever.
Yeah.
We have the guys to compete. Can we do it? We'll see. But take it one game at a time and get the Falcons at home on Friday and see if we can get a week better.
All right, folks. 7 p.m. here at DeVere Fair Stadium. Wear your black gear with your Hawks on it. It's a blackout for that game as the Perry Meridian Falcons come into Decatur Township. So I fully hope and expect a win, Coach, and wish you the best. And let's go Hawks.
Let's do it. Go Hawks.